My name is Olivia. I am 32 years old and a mother of two beautiful children. My daughter Lily is 5 and my son Ethan is 8. We live in a small house in a peaceful town. My husband Daniel works in the city. He is tall, charming, and intelligent. For 10 years I believed we were happy, that our love was strong. I thought Daniel loved me as much as I loved him. But I was wrong. One day I discovered something that changed my life forever. For years, Daniel and I had built a wonderful life together. He worked hard to provide for us, while I stayed home to take care of the children. Lily and Ethan were my world, always laughing, playing, and filling our home with joy. I found happiness in taking care of them, preparing meals, and making our house a warm, loving place. But a few months ago I started sensing that something was off. Daniel began coming home late almost every night, always blaming extra meetings at work. He no longer smiled at me the way he used to. The hugs, the compliments, the warmth, everything started fading. I felt lonely but tried to convince myself that he was just tired, that it was just work stress. I didn't want to create problems over my suspicions. Then one day I saw something that sent my heart racing. Daniel had left his phone on the table before heading to the shower. I was sitting nearby, checking my emails on my laptop, when his phone buzzed. I glanced at the screen and my heart stopped. The message read, "I had so much fun last night. Can't wait to see you again." A cold wave of shock ran through me. Who was this? What did she mean? My hands trembled as I looked at the sender's name. Rachel. I didn't know any Rachel. Panic and nausea overwhelmed me. My mind raced with questions. Should I read more? Should I confront him? I felt paralyzed with fear and heartbreak. When Daniel returned from his shower, I forced a smile and pretended everything was fine, but inside I was falling apart. That night I couldn't sleep. The message kept replaying in my mind. Was Daniel being unfaithful? Was I imagining things? I needed to know the truth. The next morning, after he left for work, I made a decision. With shaking hands I picked up his phone. I knew his password. As I scrolled through his messages, tears blurred my vision. There were dozens of texts between Daniel and Rachel. They talked about secret meetings at hotels, romantic dinners, stolen kisses. Words of love exchanged between them like daggers to my heart. My worst fear had come true. My husband was having an affair. I sat on the floor and cried. All these years I thought we were happy. Thought he loved me. But now I saw the truth. He had lied to me, to our family. After I stopped crying, I thought about Lily and Ethan. They adored their father. They had no idea what was happening. I couldn't tell them. I had to stay strong for my children. But I didn't know what to do. Should I leave Daniel? Should I confront him? I felt scared and confused. I didn't want to break my family, but I also didn't want to stay with a man who didn't truly love me. That evening, after putting Lily and Ethan to bed, I sat in the kitchen, waiting for Daniel. He came home late again as usual. I told him we needed to talk. He looked tired, but I didn't care. I had so many questions burning inside me. I showed him the messages on his phone. His face turned pale. At first he said, "It's not what you think." But I didn't believe him. I asked, "Who is Rachel? Are you in love with her?" He looked down at the floor and didn't answer. Finally he whispered, "Yes, I've been seeing her. But it doesn't mean I don't love you." His words felt like a knife to my chest. I couldn't believe he was saying this to me. I shouted, "If you loved me, you wouldn't do this. How could you lie to me? How could you betray our family?" Daniel tried to apologize. He said it was a mistake. He begged me to forgive him. But I didn't know if I could. The next day I called my best friend Hannah. She had always been there for me. When I told her about Daniel's affair, she was shocked. "Olivia, you don't deserve this," she said. "You are a strong woman. You need to decide what's best for you and your kids." I also talked to my mother. She listened carefully and then said, "Olivia, it's okay to feel hurt. Take your time to think. But remember, you are not alone. We are here for you." Their words gave me strength. I realized I didn't have to make a decision right away. I needed time to figure out what I wanted. For the next few weeks, I focused on myself and my children. I started going for walks in the morning. I spent more time playing with Lily and Ethan. I also started writing in a journal. Writing down my feelings helped me understand my emotions. Daniel tried to fix things. He stopped coming home late. He spent more time with the kids. He said he ended things with Rachel. But every time I looked at him, I felt pain. I couldn't forget the messages. I couldn't forget the lies. One day I told Daniel I need space. I need to think about what I want. He agreed to move out for a while. He packed his things and went to stay with a friend. The house felt quiet without him, but it also felt peaceful. 2 years have passed since that painful discovery. First, I felt lonely. I missed having a partner to share my life with. But every time I looked at Lily and Ethan, I felt strong. I wanted to show them that it's okay to start over, to choose happiness. I made new friends, joined a book club, and saved money to take my kids on little adventures, trips to the zoo, the beach, and even camping. These moments brought us closer together. One day, Lily hugged me and said, "Mom, you're the best. You always make us happy." Her words brought tears to my eyes. This time, happy tears. Daniel and I are no longer married, but we are good co-parents. He visits the kids every weekend, and they love spending time with him. I no longer feel anger. I have let go of the past. As for me, I am happy. I love my job at the bakery, I love our little house, and most of all, I love being a mother. My children are my world, and they remind me every day that life is beautiful. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm not afraid. I've learned to trust myself. I've learned that I am enough. If you are reading this and feeling lost, remember, you are stronger than you think. You can overcome anything. Just take it one step at a time.